Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. So today we'll be doing another book review, and this is Before She Knew Him, written by Peter Swanson. I hope you enjoy my review. You can hit the like, subscribe, and of course the bell to be notified every single time I do upload a new video. All my social media accounts, including where you can get this, will be in the description section, so do check that out. Anyway, if you're new to my channel in regards to book reviews, what I usually do is give you information from Goodreads.com, and then I'm going to give you my review on that. So this is rated 3.86 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and genres belong to thriller, mystery fiction, mystery thriller, audiobook, suspense, psychological thriller, adult, crime, contemporary. Before I move forward, I really want to build my collection and read more in regards to thriller, mystery thriller, genre, suspense, psychological thriller, especially those kind of genres itself, including crime, but it has to have the other elements and not just crime. So this is one of the, I don't know how many I've done so far, maybe 10, maybe 20, but it's not a lot versus, romance and other subgenres with that. So I want to build this more. So anyway, let's go back. This is actually the first book that I've ever read from Peter Swanson. And it says here, Hen and her husband Lloyd have settled into a quiet life in a new house outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Hen, short for Henrietta, is an illustrator and works out of a studio nearby and has found the right meds to control her bipolar disorder. Finally, she's found some stability and peace. But when they meet the neighbors next door, that calm begins to erode as she spots a familiar object displayed on the husband's office shelf. The sports trophy looks exactly like one that went missing from the home of a young man who was killed 2 years ago. Hen knows because she's long had a fascination with this unsolved murder, an obsession she doesn't talk about anymore, but can't fully shake either. Okay, so I think someone suggested Peter Swanson to me, and I honestly just did like close my eyes and just point at a book, and I just did that. That's exactly what I did, and there was nothing fascinating about my story and why I picked this book. And that's how I've been picking my books lately, because I do have, I'm embarrassed to say, over 1,000 books that is in my TBR, or if you don't know what TBR is, what is TBR again? I forgot. Is it TBR or does it mean something else? So it was like to read. Oh, it's TRB, I think. To read. I'm mistaken. But it starts with a T. Let me just take a look. So I'm correct. It is TBR. It means to be read list. So yeah, I can't even imagine why I even mentioned that, because it's kind of embarrassing. So this is really like, there's a lot of mystery in here, and majority of the story is Hen's point of view. You will get the neighbor's point of view from time to time, but it doesn't start off right away, not like Hen. Hen is the first person you really come across, and you get to know her really, really quickly. And it's very gritty for me when I read this. This is, I think, the first book of this kind of book where it just, there's some gore in here. And just imagine the first moment that there was some gore in here. I was eating. Well, I was eating, and there's some graphic things, and I'm like, yeah, these are just words. I'm like talking myself into it because I wanted to finish what I was eating. These are some words. I'll be fine. And then after a few bits, I'm like, I can't anymore. I'm going to be big enough and say, I can't anymore because of the words I just read. So there's some gore in here. It's not It's pretty graphic. So just watch out for that. If you are cool with that, then this is definitely a book for that. This was definitely a good read. It kept me on my toes. It kept me on the edge of my seat, and I couldn't read fast enough, and I just wanted to know what's gonna happen, So every chance I got, I was just reading this and reading it. That's how I read too, anyway. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars, and the end was a shock for me. The end was like, what? Just a total utter shock. I was so stunned after that. Like, I was walking around, because usually after I read a book, I'm on my way to opening a new book within 2 minutes. This, I was walking around, probably couldn't open a book for maybe an hour or two, and that's big for me because I always have a book open, or I'm always in the process of reading. For me, reading is the same as breathing, sleeping, eating. So, yeah, the 4 or 5 stars, 2,000. I highly recommend this book. It definitely is something to read, and there's a lot of very unexpected things, and it's great that it does talk about mental challenges, mental disability, and mental disorders. It's good to talk about that because it is very common. It's just not very. It's always kind of like, or maybe recently it's been brought to light, but before, how it was before, where people don't really talk about it, and you don't want to talk about it. How is it going to get better? How are we going to find solutions to help people in need? So if anybody has any suggestions about anything similar to this kind of book, because I really enjoyed this, let me know down in the comment section. If you read this book and you want to chit chat about it, comment section below. Thank you everybody for the love and support, for the beautiful, wonderful words. I love it when I wake up and I see all these beautiful words. It makes me smile. So I thank you so much for the smiles, and thank you so much for the support and the beautiful words. Please keep smiling, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.